It was about 150 years ago that author-philosopher Henry David Thoreau said, "We can't get enough of nature." President Teddy Roosevelt then said the nation must hand down our national treasures in better shape than when we got them, and thus the modern conservation era was born. In 1964, 50 years ago, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Wiliderness Act, thus setting aside some of the nation's most pristine backcountry. We can drive to the edge of a wilderness, but the road does end, and that's where the adventure begins. This is the road less traveled. There's no asphalt, there's no concrete, there's no motorized travel. Around the next corner, we're hoping to see something new, a new discovery, a new vista. A new mountain. And another mountain. Naturalist John Muir once said, "The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness. When a tree falls here, it rots where it falls. Nature recycles itself." Around the next corner, we find the high alpine lakes. Clean water. Beautiful streams. Here we find the next river. This is pure water. Outside of these pristine wilderness areas, much of our public land is managed by the U.S. Forest Service and the BLM, and many of those lands are under threat. There is legislation currently in Congress that would allow more motorized traffic. Some elected leaders would actually sell our federal public lands to the highest bidder. So rather than belonging to everyone, public lands would revert to the ownership of the few. Our federal lands are the envy of the world. We as backcountry hunters and anglers must stand strong in our passion to keep federal public lands public. The outcome of this ongoing battle will simply define who we are. As Henry David Thoreau said, "In wilderness is the preservation of the world."